In the midseason championship night, we'll run a scramble. You will not see them here for time trials, of which the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprints are on the track, and their time ends begin right now.
Capstone Plastering Junior Sprint time ends. The 99 is Easton Williams. The 13 is Indy Price. The 37 is Austin Harris. And the 66W is a Wyatt Dart. Checkered flag for the first few cars. Indy Price with the early quick time with a 13.590, 13590. The 24T is Tegan O'Neill, the 22 of Cole Campbell, the 23K of Kane Bishop, and the 54 of Luke Coates. Next few cars out, Luke Coates will jump up to the top spot with a 13.116, 13116. Then it's Cole Campbell, Indy Price, Wyatt Dart, and Easton Williams. Top 5 so far.
Important thing tonight about the format chase. Top 6 are locked in. They will be in the top 6 spots for the main. So what these drivers are doing with qualifying in their heat races is they're gunning for positions 7 on back.
Next car's out, the 15D of Dalton Ellis, the 75J of Jace Coates, and the 27T of Thor Lupardis. Luke Coates still quick time over Cole Campbell, Indy Price, Dalton Ellis, and Jace Coates, the top 5, with around 2 more cars to hit the track. Those last 2 cars, the 15B of Bentley Cook and the 41 of Cole Dishnu. Checkered flag is out for time trials for the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprints. Luke Coates with quick time over Cole Campbell, Cole Dishnu, Indy Price, and Bentley Cook, 1 through 5. 17 of Hayden Cook. One spun around in 1 and 2. It was the 49 of Case and Sargent. Checkered flag is out for the drivers that will be featured upcoming in tonight's A Scramble.
All right, so now that we've got Paul down here to the front stretch as well, along with Bill, we can tell you guys the reason that we just stopped the whole show to bring them forward. It is, of course, Skagit Speedway night of the races here at Deming Speedway for the mid-season championship night. And the Lemley brothers, the three of them, Dave, Bill, Paul, contributed more to the early growth of Skagit Speedway than any other group. Their father was the original GM promoter of the racetrack. Dave, winning driver, assisted in much of the construction in the 60s and 70s, was also at the track GM promoter for about 9.5 years in the 80s and 90s. Bill, who you see here on the right, driver and mechanic for the famous Ford number 10, also in charge of building many of the projects such as the guardrails and the grandstands. His mechanical skills have kept much of the equipment running for over 40 years. Paul, youngest of the boys, always working on the race car and doing maintenance at the Speedway as well for Jim Raper and brother Dave. Started and continues to operate here what we have at Deming Speedway so well, and was the GM promoter of Skagit Speedway in the 90s. It is my distinct pleasure tonight to announce that as of next weekend, Skagit Speedway will be proud to induct Dave, Bill, and Paul Lemley into the Skagit Speedway Hall of Fame. And I can't think of three more guys that are more deserving. Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you for letting me stop the race show. You can go back to working on the track. Ladies and gentlemen, next weekend, Hall of Fame at Skagit Speedway, we will induct all three Lemley brothers. So very, very cool.
All heat races will go 8 laps. These drivers will be competing for spots 7 in the A on back. As 2x2 they work down the back straightaway. Through 3 and off of 4 heat race. Number 1 of the night is green. Contact down the front straightaway, but into 1. It's Bentley Cook that leads, but quickly off the racetrack as now Jace Coates will get the lead. Luke Coates looking to the inside of Jace. As Jace goes a little wide off of 4, but Luke Coates in the hunt. Battle for the 4th spot was momentarily starting to heat up as Kane Bishop had a run on Easton Williams, but Easton Williams was able to increase the gap. As we take a look back to the front 2 cars, Luke Coates had a pretty good run off of 4. Let's see if he can get another run. They work through 1 and 2, 5 in with 3 more laps remaining. Look out, 1 around off the exit of turn number 4. It's the 27 of Thor Lupardis.
In order for the lap to be considered complete here at Deming Speedway, all cars have to cross the transponder loop here in this heat race.
As we get to see the cone on the front straightaway, you cannot go underneath the cone, you cannot pass before the cone, and you cannot hit the cone. If you do so, you will be penalized. Jace Coates is set to bring us back to the green flag off of turn number 4. Luke Coates all over the rear nerf of Jace. Down the back straightaway. Cole Dishnu had a run on Luke, but we're 6 in with 2 more to go, so we will see the white flag next time by. White flag is out for Jace Coates. They go through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Let's see if Luke Coates can get one more run. No, Jace Coates at the line will pick up heat race number 1 win over Luke Coates, Cole Dishnu, Easton Williams, and Kane Bishop 1 through 5. And Harris. Dart and Ellis will bring us to the green flag in heat race number 2. Cole Campbell quickly into the 2nd spot. He did start 3rd. As through 3, off of 4, everything looks good. We have 1 lap in.
Track's kind of starting to work itself in, Chase. The moisture that they put on during opening ceremonies was a little bit slick for the first heat race, but definitely getting worked in better for the second one. We'll see if Cole Campbell can figure out trying to get that car to the bottom as he goes to the inside of Dart on the front straightaway. Here's we've got 3 laps in the books.
Cole Campbell had a big run on Dart down the back straightaway. Let's see if he can get another one into 3. He does as they go into 1. Dart still has the lead. Cole Campbell a little bit back.
And of course, Campbell has a lot more laps around Deming Speedway than Dart does, and Campbell's going to try to use that to his advantage as we're just over halfway in this heat race. Dart just needs to keep that car on the bottom as Campbell's going to get a run down the back straightaway. They're side by side into corner 3, and Campbell's going to go to the lead.
Cole Campbell in the lead over Wyatt Dart, but Wyatt Dart trying to fight back. Through 1 and 2, a little bit on the berm. Kind of chalked his momentum a little bit as they go into 3. White flag is out for Cole Campbell.
These 2 cars just walking away from the rest of the field, not even really close. They're a half track ahead of these other guys as Cole Campbell will lead Wyatt Dart off of corner 4, and Cole Campbell gets heat race win number 2. Wyatt Dart 2nd, Austin Harris in the 37 will be 3rd, Tegan O'Neill 4th, and Indy Price in the 5th position. Give him a hand. Cole Campbell gets the win in the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprint Heat Race number 2.
Inside the 49R of Lennon Peters and the 49 of Kason Sargent. Row 3 inside is the 50D of Delilah Sturmer and the 17 of Hayden Cook. 6 laps set for these scrambles as into 3 and off of turn 4, we go racing. Peters with a great start. They're nearly 3 wide entering the bottom. Fisher got a great jump as Peters still looks to the inside of Hillier.
That was a super aggressive start as Peters still to the inside of Savannah. Savannah Hillier has the 2nd spot. It looks like we have a warning for the 49R of Peters. Black flag was furled for having those wheels up on the infield on that berm. So a warning for the 49R of Peters here early in this scramble.
Fisher just out front cruising right now as we are 3 in with 3 to go.
That was almost really bad on that start. They got everything sorted out, but that was a lot of contact there as Lucas Fisher, that just allowed him to not even look back at anybody else and go for the pole of this race. I doubt we see much challenge here in the next laps, but the white flag is coming for Lucas Fisher in car 73. One more lap here. Savannah Hillier running second, Lennon Peters third, Kaysen Sargent fourth. The race is with Sargent and Sturmer there for that fourth spot. As your winner, the 73 of Lucas Fisher, he will start on the pole of tonight's A main event. Side by side at the line, Sargent will hold on to the fourth spot. Delilah Sturmer and Hayden Cook round out your field.
So it's Lucas Fisher picking up the win over Savannah Hillier, Lennon Peters, Delilah Sturmer, Kaysen Sargent, and Hayden Cook. Easton Williams in the 99. Row 2 inside is the 15D of Dalton Ellis, which is outside the 24T of Tegan O'Neill. Row 3 inside is the 23 of Kane Bishop, which was outside the 27T of Thor Lupardis. Price Williams to the line. We go green. Good start for Williams. He's on the bottom. 2 cars around and stopped in 1 and 2. We stay green though. Was Kane Bishop and Tegan O'Neill. But quickly, Easton Williams, Indy Price, and Dalton Ellis starting to stretch their advantage. Four cars will move on to tonight's A main event as Easton Williams just starting to pull away right now. Indy Price is not that far back as they're all kind of hanging around a turn behind each other. Right now, the 23 of Kane Bishop will sit in that fourth and final transfer spot as we are 5 in with 5 more to go in the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprint B main event.
We'll see if Williams gets to lap traffic here in this B main event. Tegan O'Neill will be the first car if the 99 of Easton Williams gets there. Lapardis and O'Neill are going to have a race right in front of your leader. Only a couple laps to go. We'll see the white flag next time by. Really no challenge amongst your top 4, but those 2 lap cars, Lapardis now, your leader's going to have to sneak by. No issue there for the 99 of Williams. White flag coming this time. Indy Price still running second. 15D of Dalton Ellis and the 23K of Kane Bishop still comfortably as Indy Price into the infield is going to drop to the fourth and final transfer spot. There was contact with the 23K of Kane Bishop and Indy Price there in the final corner. But your winner, the 99 of Easton Williams, Dalton Ellis, Kane Bishop, and Indy Price, your top 4, they will transfer to the A main event here tonight in the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprints.
Lights will go out around Deming Speedway. Pace squad is off. Lucas Fisher looks to extend the win column. Savannah Hillier also looks to extend the win column. Fisher, Hillier off of the fourth corner. We go green. Side by side into 1 and 2. Contact. Look out. The third place and the fourth place running cars of Kaysen Sargent and Lennon Peters to a stop.
All right, so this one's weird, and I say that. The 49 cars were engaged in some 49 on 49 violence. Cook stops, Bishop is around, and I think that's the tail tank cover off the 23. Now, it's just a cover as opposed to like the micro sprints where they fill that device with the fluid.
And third rows, Luke Coates and Cole Dishnu as rider will give them the one to go.
$20-lap A feature here for the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprints is Fisher and Hillier. A quick pace back to the green. We're back underway as Fisher cuts across the nose of the 24S of Hillier. We're back underway here is now Delilah there in the third position, but it's Lucas Fisher that'll come back to the stripe and lead lap number one.
Lap number one will go to Lucas Fisher. All cars kind of nerf to nerf, single file on the bottom side of the racetrack. You never, I don't think I've ever seen one of these go upstairs and try and go around. But right now it's Lucas Fisher cruising, but Savannah playing chase.
Yeah, usually the only time we see these guys get out to the outside or even middle groove of the track is if there's lap traffic that they need to get around. So definitely expecting some lap traffic here in this one, but we're still going to be several laps away from that with Lucas Fisher out front in the 73, Savannah Hillier running second, Delilah Stemmer there in third, Cole Campbell running fourth, 54 of Luke Coates, Jace Coates there behind him. Drivers trying to kind of get their groove here in this one is we've got cars 3 wide back there, some of those guys that were involved in that lap 1 incident. The 2 Coates going at it there, but Chase, we've got lap traffic looming for your leaders. It's going to be Indy Price, it looks like, that'll be the first one they get to here in the next few laps, but I don't know. It looks like Savannah Hillier maybe making some gains on the 73 of Lucas Fisher. Savannah definitely is pulled in this lead as she's now going to look to the bottom of Fisher out of corner number 2. Savannah Hillier is going to see the lead into corner 3, and she will take it from Lucas Fisher here on lap number 8.
Lucas Fisher trying to fight back, entering one. Fisher and Hillier are nerve to nerve right now. Hillier trying to get a good run off of 3 and 4, but there is a lap car. She will dive under the lap car, making Fisher trying to attack the lap car. Indy Price gonna hold the bottom sides up just a little bit. Lucas Fisher gonna get past the lap car, but Savannah Hillier really thankful for that lap car.
It was good timing for Savannah there with lap traffic as we are now over halfway done with this 20-lap feature. Hillier's gonna get to a few more lappers here as you really don't like to be the leader in lap traffic, but this is happening very well for him as you race is for the 3rd spot. Delilah is running 3rd, but not without battle from Cole Campbell in that 22 car.
Cole Campbell looking to the rear nerf of Delilah. There is a lap car on the bottom. Delilah has to jump on the binders. Here comes Cole Campbell. Cole Campbell trying to get a run down the backstretch. Lap car in between your 3rd and 4th place cars.
Yeah, Kane Bishop running there, running his own race and just enough. Oh, we've got a yellow out. It's the 99 of Easton Williams. That's going to bring your race to a yellow condition with 6 laps to go. Chase, this should be very interesting because I don't think we're going to see lap traffic for the remainder of this race. Lights out, and we do. Savannah Hillier will lead them back.
So lights are back out. Lineup is good. Savannah Hillier will lead them back as she goes through 3. And off of 4, we go back to racing in the A main event.
A really good restart for Savannah there through 3 and 4. She'll get a good jump on the 73 of Fisher as your top 5 are all kind of spread out. As now Kaysen Sargent's going to look to the inside of the 41 of Cole Dishnu. Kaysen looking for more here, but it's 3 wide out of 4 is the 54. Luke Coates is going to get involved with it too. Luke Coates to the inside. He'll push Sargent out to the outside as we've got that good battle on the track for your 6th position there with those 3 cars. Man, there is a battle back there in that field.
Here comes Luke Coates, going to try again to the bottom. Slides up just a touch. Kaysen Sargent's going to have to go kind of through the middle as Luke Coates will take the 7th spot.
Kaysen kind of has a line figured out where he can enter and kind of cut down across the track to try and get by those guys, but that was not the restart that Sargent wanted, as we are going to have 3 to go in this A main. Savannah Hillier able to get past Fisher through traffic. Next time we'll see the white flag. Your top 3 just kind of strung out. Still the battle back there around the 5th, 6th position with Coates and Dishnu, with Sargent just kind of looming there. White flag is out though for your leader. It's the 24S of Savannah Hillier.
Savannah Hillier works through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, through 3, out of 4, chalk another one up for Savannah Hillier. She picks up the win over Lucas Fisher, Delilah Sturmer, Cole Campbell, and Jace Coates, the top 5.
Luke Coates, your 6th place finisher. 7th, Kaysen Sargent. 8th, Cole Dishnu. And the 17 of Hayden Cook in 9th. 10th, Lennon Peters. 11th, Dalton Ellis. 12th, Austin Harris. 13th, Easton Williams. As making her way back around, folks, make some noise. The 24S, Savannah Hillier, your winner tonight in the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprints.
Delilah Sturmer, you got 3rd place last time we raced out here. You get 3rd place again. How was that race?
The race was awesome.
Well, there's a lot of people that help you, like park it in 3rd place, park it on the podium. What are their names?
My mom and my dad.
Well, congratulations. Delilah Sturmer gets 3rd place. Lucas Fisherman, congratulations. You battled with Savannah a lot there. Tell me about that battle.
We were doing pretty good at the start, and we got a little loose and slid up, and she got under us, and after that, she just led a good pace, and it was really hard to catch up.
There's a lot of sponsors on this car. What are their names?
Shark Racing Engines, Cavalli Construction, my mom, my dad, and all the people that help my car, and I just really appreciate it that I get to get out here and race.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Lucas Fisher gets 2nd in the Capstone Plastering Junior Sprints. Savannah Hillier, man, you've just had a season. So consistent on the podium. You park it in victory lane again. Tell me about that race.
Yeah, it was a really good race. Lucas was running a really good race and just got in the slick, and I was right there and got able to get by him, but it was really hard to catch him until then.
Well, tell me more about that battle that you and Lucas had, because you guys were bumping tires, but it was also very clean racing. It was so fun to watch up in the tower. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I was just trying to be as clean as I could, and just if I knew I could get him, then try to get him, but if not, then just let it go.
Well, there's a lot of sponsors on the cars. Who helps you out the most?
I would like to thank my brother, my dad, my mom, Alexis for keeping my car shiny, and just everyone who helps me.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Get up for your winner, Savannah Hillier.
All right, race fans, I am going to play a song real quick, and I'm just going to be doing it to adjust the volume. That way we don't blow your ears out, okay? Now, if you know the words to the song, feel free to sing along with it, but this is just so we can get our volume right, all right? Here we go.